Coming up on Movie Buff, Adam Sandler in old mate Judd Apatow's new film, Funny People. Another chance to be scared witless in The Final Destination. And Penelope Cruz looking stunning again in new flick, Broken Embraces.
My grandfather died.
Okay, so Funny People is Adam Sandler and Judd Apatow's new comedy drama. Yeah, meaning that the anger management star and the 40-year-old virgin writer are showing they can do serious too. In all fairness, I thought it was more comedy than drama, but it's got a worthy-sounding premise. Sandler plays a successful comedian and actor who's just been diagnosed with a fatal blood disease. Trigger lots of reflection on life. You see, George Simmons may be famous, but his private life is a mess. He has no wife and no kids, and he's finding it hard right now to be funny. So he hires Ira, an up-and-coming comedian played by Seth Rogen, to write jokes for him and generally just help out.
The guy who was on after me?
It's very hard to be romantic with women when you live on a pull-out couch. Once those two little legs come down, you know it's on, right?
You were good.
Maybe you can write me some jokes.
I've been going to this guy's movie since the moment I can remember. This is amazing.
The guy I play in the movie's not, he's not living my life, but Judd and I say there was a possibility my life could have become like that if I didn't see a shrink.
Get married and have children.
I got married and had children, so I have a better life, but I do, a lot of it goes back to that shrink.
As well as Adam and Seth, Jonah Hill, another member of the emerging comedy mafia that rules Hollywood right now, is in this movie.
When my grandfather died, there was one candle next to his bed that started flickering. We all thought it was him going to heaven, you know.
You don't pass through fire to get to heaven. I think he went to hell.
He plays Ira's mate, who's also a comedian. In preparation, he, Seth and Adam were actually made to do some stand-up gigs. Despite being funny on screen, the Superbad star admits he didn't always rock it in front of a live audience.
I did really well, and then over the next 6 months I did 2 or 3 times a week, and progressively got worse and then got better, and then, you know. So it was tough, but it was the most preparation I had done for a part, I think, since Superbad, you know. And
Did you go and see them?
I didn't. No, just while they were shooting. Yeah, at the improv. And
Oh, you could have gone and heckled.
I should have heckled.
Yes.
Oh.
Now, you're wondering who that is? That's Leslie Mann. She plays Laura, the only girl George has ever loved. Now, in real life, she's actually married to Judd, and their kids are in this film too. So for them, it's been a proper family affair. Working with hubby has not been a problem for Leslie, though.
Usually our kids are, distracting us from all of that. So we don't have much of a chance to talk about the work stuff, but we do enjoy talking about it.
Nice. Cute even. Anyway, before I go, there is one more thing I must mention. Eric Bana is in this film too. The funniest thing in it, I thought, he plays Laura's Aussie husband, a genius performance from a guy who normally picks more serious roles. Okay, so my conclusion, a bit too long, pretty funny, not as much as I expected though, worth a watch though, just for the individual performances.
Final Destination is back for a 4th time. We know the theme, death. We know the overall message, you can't cheat death. And we know what's going to happen. Oh, okay, I won't spell that one out.
We have to get out of here. We're all gonna die, all right? There's gonna be a crash.
Have you lost your... This latest release in the famous series stars Bobby Campo as Nick, who has a premonition about a bizarre car crash which kills him and his friends. His vision manages to save him and his friends, and thinking they've all cheated death, the group takes on a new lease of life.
I think we can stop it.
Unfortunately for them though, his premonitions continue, with everyone who survived the crash dying off one by one in increasingly gruesome ways, which leads them to believe you just can't ever cheat death.
It's a group of kids trying to outrun death. We screwed up death's cycle. We messed it up. So to right its way, death comes for us in the order we were supposed to originally die.
Each time a Final Destination comes out, the storyline gets that little bit more ridiculous. Well, there is only so many times you can tell the same story, I suppose. It's just that this time, they've done it in 3D.
I love the franchise, and they've all done really well at the box office. But having the opportunity to do a film in 3D and be kind of at the front of the wave of the 3D movement within the industry was a real honor, and also I got to do something I've never done before.
This is probably one of the most uneven film couples to look at, the great filmmaker and his muse. We're of course speaking of legendary Spanish auteur Pedro Almodóvar and Oscar-winning actress Penelope Cruz. Broken Embraces is the fourth film the two have made together. Their last movie, Volver, brought the actress an Oscar nomination, and since then she's established herself as an international Hollywood star, which has been crowned this year with an Academy Award for her role in Vicky Cristina Barcelona. Almodóvar calls Penelope's latest role as the actress's homecoming to Spanish cinema, which he thinks brings out her acting skills to its best. The director says he and Penelope have cultivated a special relationship which has had an influence on his films, and indeed the narrative of Broken Embraces is also about the relationship between a director and his actress. But the difference is, in real life, these two don't have sex.
Ernesto, acabo de estar con el hombre al que quiero. Y soy más feliz de lo que he sido en toda mi vida.
Lena, played by Cruz, is a reluctant mistress of a powerful business tycoon. After she falls in love with the director of her first movie, the two lovers are soon exposed to the anger of her wealthy suitor. A love affair with disastrous consequences, including the loss of filmmaker's sight. Some critics have said the film lacks the spicy punch of previous works, but it's still worth a watch, with Penelope Cruz delivering a performance that viewers will find hard to resist.